now watching Best for View TV.
What's good? What's good? Who got on Best Point TV today?
What's good, man? It's KGeo, aka the Problem Child, man. You know the vibes.
What's good? What's good? So this is your first time Best Point TV. You feel me? So we gotta get the people. The people gotta get to know you a little bit, right? Who's KGeo? How you come with your name? Why you call yourself the Problem Child?
Well, I came up with my name because I was like, I'm a kid.
You still a
Everybody
kid.
know. Everybody know I'm still a kid. So
Yeah.
honestly, the K stand for two meanings. It stand for king and it stand for kid. I came with my name. I was just honestly, I really don't know how I came up with my name, but yeah, the way I came up with Problem Child was because obviously I don't know. I'm 15. I was 15 years old when I really started taking music serious. And my brother CJ, shout out to CJ, shout out Zah too, shout out Perk. So yeah, they was like, yeah, bro, this that, you gotta come with the problem child, like you really the problem child type shit.
So when you say because Problem Child could be taken in different ways. Like you was getting in trouble a lot in school. You was getting in
Alright,
trouble
so
a lot
wait,
at home.
alright, my
Or
fault,
you
my
a
fault. Let
problem
me
with
reword
music.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I came up with the problem child because, like, be honest, I'm gonna be a problem to the industry. I feel like I'm gonna come hard and be a problem in the industry
Right.
and stuff. So yeah, being 15 and coming in the music game and dropping the music that I've been dropping and everybody getting feedback, I feel like I'm gonna be a problem. And I'm only 16. I'm a child still, so I'm a problem child, really.
You only 16 right now?
Yeah, I just turned 16 in June.
Yo, you way more advanced than a lot of 16-year-olds. I remember when we was 16 and I had peers that thought about rapping. We didn't know how to go to the studio. We didn't know how to create songs. We wasn't as advanced as you.
Word.
Talking about like finding love for music and how you were able to like catch up to where all the older niggas at right now. As far as some.
So I was really always surrounded by music as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
My uncle make music and my cousin make music, but really I was really raised by my uncle, and that's one of my biggest inspirations. To be honest, it's just like he was always in the house on the computer when I came over making music, or if not making a beat.
Mm-hmm.
And also my cousin Ito, he make music too, and he
When
also
you say
produce.
Ito, Clinton Ito?
Nah,
Ito, E-T-O-O.
Yeah, ETO music.
Oh, yeah, I know,
new crack era.
He was,
Shout out to Ito for
he be
732.
with, he be up with
38
38
special,
Special, yeah.
He worked with special number. Shout out to Ito Clinton, man. Free Ito, you know that.
Word.
Word, but yeah, facts. I always been surrounded by music. And I always had a thing for music as a kid. I used to sing. I was in choir in church.
Right.
And in school, I was in choir too.
Right.
But I always had a thing for music and a passion for it, to be honest.
Right.
And then running a family.
Alright, word. So I see you get a lot about music. We're gonna start from the beginning of your life, right?
Word.
Before you went into music, what was a life like for KGeo or KGO?
I mean, it wasn't really easy. It was hard growing up. Growing up in a household with just one parent. My mom raised me for 14 years. Well, really, 16 years. She raised me for 16 years of her life by herself. No parent, no dad, nothing. Just me and her. It was really hard, but honestly, you just gotta focus how to maintain. I ended up developing to my environment.
Right.
And just learning how to survive, really.
Right. I think I heard in a song you say your dad was incarcerated.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about how that was like did you ever get to meet your dad throughout the 16 years?
I want to say yeah, but not really. I used to go and visit him, but it's
Right.
not like I never got a real
Right.
conversation with him to actually know who he is for
Right.
him. So really, not really.
So talk about like just seeing like your dad. You said your mom was suffering and shit like that, but your dad's locked up. Talk about how that was for you as a kid. You know, a lot of times as a kid, you want to go. Your mom don't really understand sports and shit like that, or your mom not understand certain stuff. So you don't really have nobody to go talk to. How was that for you as a kid?
I mean, it kind of was hard. It's like it was hard, and it made a nigga confused and type mad at the world. But it's like you can't be mad for stuff that other people actions. You feel me?
Right.
It's like it was hard, but niggas developed to it.
All right. So of course you said you had your uncles in your life, right? And you were coming around them, you see them making music and stuff like that. And again, it's like everybody want to do what they see their uncles or aunts or dads or moms doing.
Right.
What made you say, all right, let me take this serious, let me get into the studio? How'd you go about getting to the studio?
To be honest, I used to play basketball and I listened to a lot of music. Used to always sing a whole song, word for word, lyric for lyric, with melody and all. And me knowing that I could sing, I'm like, let me try making music. Let me try making my own song, my own lyrics. I went from that, but what really made me take it serious was when my uncle passing away. I used to play basketball, and he really trained me for basketball and stuff. And ever since he passed away, it's like
You lost love for basketball?
yeah, I just lost love for basketball. I didn't want to get back on the court without him type shit.
Right.
Like I just didn't want to push forward because he wanted trophies. He used to give me trophies, and I want to give him a trophy back. Now I feel like there's no purpose for me to play basketball.
Right. I know, because like that was the one guy that was pushing you to like be who you was on the
Yeah,
basketball court.
that's a fact.
So you say you start picking up on music, right? Nah, that's fire. That's fire. So talk about it. Like again, how'd you go about finding your style? Cause I'm pretty sure. Cause when I hear your style, it gives me kind of that New York melodic sound. You feel me? I don't think a lot of the older folks kind of like co-sign that shit. I wouldn't even say co-sign that shit, but that's not what they into for mostly. Yeah, they're mostly into like the Benny the Butchers and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's
how'd you go about like finding your own sound? Like you're influenced by your uncle and stuff like that making music, but you don't want to sound like him.
Well, coming up with my own sound is we could use the street shit in the life environment, like life events, and just make it as into a melody on a pain beat. And really, I'm really big fan for Lil Durk and Stunner. And I look up to them too.
Right.
And done with the melody is like I kind of pick up my traces stuff a little bit from where they come from, like the beats type wise. But just coming up with my sound, I came with my own sound really is because I knew how to sing. And me, I'm like, I ain't got no deep voice. I can't go in a beat and talk drill. I can't do that. I could talk drill with a melody though.
Right.
And that's how I really came with my sound.
You said Stunner like as a Stunner Gambino?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's a new artist. So I'm surprised that like people even say his name. Cause you know, cause Lil Durk is a little bit more established. You can understand why people say.
I really.
Well, what about Stunner Gambino like that caught your eye?
What was it that caught my eye was? It's just the passion of it. Like you could hear the nigga pain in his music for real. And I bumped this underrated tape. That's how I really found out about Stunner. I bumped the underrated tape. And there's this one song on there that I really fucked with heavy. And that's how I really started fucking with Stunner ever since that underrated tape. I would like really watch him grow from that tape all the way on, and that shit motivation for real.
Right. How do you feel about when people compare you to Stunner Gambino? Cause I didn't hear a couple say, "Oh, he sound like Stunner Gambino," or then you light skin, so they try to say like you like the second version of him. Basically, how do you feel about that comparison?
I mean, I don't really jack that people say I sound like him, because honestly, I feel like I sound like myself.
Right.
I feel like I sound like myself, but I really don't let it get to my head. If that's the case, it's like me and people paying attention to what I'm doing.
Right.
Honestly, but honestly, I try to sound like myself. I don't really try to. I don't like people compare and contrast me to people. I'm myself. I'm KGeo.
As you said. So you're 16. You're currently in high school, right?
Yes, sir.
Talk about like you're making music and stuff like that. How's everybody like taking the feedback? How's the feedback at school? Like, is everybody like, oh, you just another one be rapper, or are they behind you?
Honestly, I feel like it's like it. I'm really antisocial a little bit. So in school, I be quiet. I don't know who I make music or not. You feel me? So
you don't be in everybody's Facebook like I make music and shit like that.
Yeah. Honestly, I really don't tell nobody. You gotta know.
Find out, right?
Yeah, you gotta find out. But like it'd be a couple heads that'll come up to me, or I hear them say my name in the hallway and shit like that here and there. But other than that, really, it's just focus on school. I ain't worried about promoting my music in school. I gotta graduate.
No, so you be focused on school. You're not one of them kids that just go to school type shit. Like, I hope this shit take off so I can drop out. You really trying to graduate?
Yeah, even if it take off, I'm in school. My mom want me to graduate, so I'm gonna walk the stage, get that piece of paper, and then take off.
As you should, because sometimes sometimes rappers like they'll blow up in high school and like fuck that school shit, but later on down the line they're like, I'm gonna go back and get my diploma. But it's good that you want to get that shit out the way, regardless if you blow up or not.
I feel like you should always have a plan B too.
Right.
But honestly, I ain't got no plan B.
Right.
This is my only way out.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, for a 16-year-old, and that you just like, you not really putting everybody's face. You know how to network, bro. I didn't see you around with PMVJ. I didn't see you had songs with Shy Bills. I didn't see you got songs with Viciano. Like, how you able to like to let people know your music if you shy more to yourself?
It's like, so like me, when it comes to the social media platform, that's where you really gotta put in the work at, to be honest. You just network that way. And when it comes to networking, it's like the people I know and stuff like that. It's not all about having clout and this, that, and third. It could be one person that could change your whole life.
Right.
So really, when it comes to networking, I fuck with who fuck with me.
Right.
Really, that's all. Really to it. But
so how you go about like networking? Because especially you being a kid, people that might not take you serious. They might be like, think for instance, PMVJ. I'm pretty sure there's millions of people that want to collaborate with him with Tay Junk. He probably does a song with them and goes by his way. He don't really talk to them no more. Viciano, the same thing. He probably do music with a lot of people. They do a song, they don't talk to them. But these niggas be co-signing you. They be under your comments. Like, why do you feel like they have such a strong relationship with you?
For a fact, the Viciani relationship, that's my older cousin.
Word.
Yes, that's my older cousin. But with the PNVJ situation, when I first met him, it was nothing but genuine love, to be honest.
Right.
Like, we chopped it up. It's something cool as hell. And ever since then, it's like, niggas been locked in, really.
So how'd you go about meeting him though? Like how'd you put yourself in position?
Oh, how I put myself in position?
Yeah.
My cousin shot a vid for him from where he from in his hood.
Right.
He shot a vid for him in his hood. And when we went down there, I was shooting a vid too, also. I was shooting a vid in New York City, also.
Right.
So he was like, yo, I got a vid shoot with this artist, this, that, and there. I'm like, I don't really know who that is. And then I tuned into it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, he hard. Went down there. I was on the sideline. And then just chopped it up with him after. Slapped him up, told him who I was, introduced him, you feel me? And then we just chopped it up. Since then, niggas been locked in.
So that's definitely fire. That's fire. Being that you're a kid, right? Because again, I feel like it's so fire because I started Best Point TV when I was like 17, 18, right? And I was shy to do certain things. Like, I'll be in front of a celebrity and I wouldn't say nothing. I wouldn't speak up or nothing like that. Or like, it's like, damn, how do I even put myself in position to be next to them? How are you able to put yourself in position? Because you feel me like, I always hear older people complain about, oh, I don't got enough money to do this and that, or I feel they're gonna catch me. Like, how you able to put yourself in a position? Like, talk about some of the sacrifices you have to make, like missing days of school, or like having to ask your mom for money or something like that, or having to do certain stuff to make money so you could invest into your rap career.
I ain't gonna lie, my dad used to. I used to beg my sister. I ain't gonna lie, I used to beg my sister like, yo, I'm trying to get in the studio, pay for my session, and she like, yeah, I'm pay for your session. Went to studio here and there, and then it was like, I ain't really feel like people was taking me serious.
Right.
Being called a SoundCloud rapper, and they was just like downgrading the nigga, you feel me? And then me, I just try to make a way for me to get some money too. I'll go out there, make a way to get some money to pay for the studio session. Then that's when my uncle right here, he came into the picture and he told me, he was like, I got you with the stool. You just gotta make a hit and stay out the streets. And I'm like, I'm down for that. Let's do it.
So you made that promise. You know what be happening too many times, bro? Rappers be trying to prove they so street, bro. They'll just go do crash out shit to prove to everybody they so street. They focus on the raps.
I feel like that's so dumb because it's like, bro, if you know you got talent and a lot of people tell you got potential, what's the point of losing that? Like, you could lose that in the snap of your fingers.
Right.
There's no
trying
point.
to prove to people that they don't even be in the streets for real.
That's a fact.
Because when you look at, like, earlier you mentioned Lil Drake, right? A lot of the people be in his comments like Slide for Fun. You go to their page and stuff, they be regular civilians that were 9 to 5. They don't have no
don't cloud them up. That's how I look at it. I keep everything on, just don't cloud them up.
Right.
That's all. They looking for clout. Honestly, that's all they want. They want attention.
Right. Nah, that's a fact. Alright, so there was this rap game. There was this rap show called The Rap Game back in the day, right? Have you ever heard of that?
Yeah, I used to watch that.
You used to watch that jump. And being that, like, you're 16 right now, that'll be probably like the target age for people to be on that show. Do you feel like you could win any of them seasons if you was to go on that show? And why do you feel like you would be able to win one of them seasons?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like I could win a rap game.
Like every season.
I think different from people.
Right.
I don't think the same.
Right.
And if I know I'm about to be on that show, I'm gonna have shit ready ahead of time.
Right. But like, when you see the challenges that JD was putting them through as a kids and stuff like that, would you feel like you would be able to like shock JD every time? Like maybe when go to a studio session, or he'll take you to the mall and you gotta rap about stuff you see in the mall. Would you be able to do shit like that at 16? Cause it's like,
I feel like, yeah, I could. And it depends. It really, yeah. Honestly, I feel like I definitely could. Definitely could.
Right. Do you like being that you're a kid rapper, right? I won't even say kid rapper, but you're on your way to becoming an adult pretty soon, right? A lot of times, it's like you gotta target the people in your age bracket, like the 16 to the 18 to like the 13 to 14, and you say you don't really talk a lot at school, but you network on Instagram. How do you go about making sure your music gets to the right people? I just
honestly, when it comes to that, I just rap about stuff I've been through, and if you could relate to my story, that means my music meant for you. I feel like my music meant for all ages because everybody got a story and everybody got pain they could relate to.
Right.
So honestly, that's how I do it. I don't really push it as age group for my age group. Honestly, I really make music for everybody, all ages. If you could relate to it, it's for you then.
Right. So I ain't gonna lie, I was noticing you never dropped the project. Why is that you just got all singles and videos?
I ain't never dropped no project because honestly, I feel like it ain't that time yet.
Right.
I don't want to put no music to waste.
So why you feel like putting a project is to putting music to waste?
Because I ain't achieved my first goal. I ain't achieved but goal yet. To be honest, I ain't achieved that goal that I need to drop the project.
So
I want my first 100K before I drop a project. Before I make sure everybody tune into them songs. Say I got mad fire songs on it. They only listen to one.
Right. And I ain't gonna lie. I always be like questionable when it comes to stuff like that, cause it's like you want to drop a project for people, so like they have a catalog to go listen to your music and stuff. But then it's like you don't want to drop a project and all them songs go to waste, because you can have a fire song and people might listen to the first 2-3 songs and never get to the end of the album, so like it goes to waste. But then it's like, bro, what if someone wants to hear where your album at? They want to see your catalog. They want to see how versatile you is. That's what, like, I always been questioning, like, I don't know. I've been.
I'm working on the tape right now.
Huh?
Working on the tape right now.
Like, who would you have on the tape if you was to work on one?
Alright, I'm bring a one feature. Cause I'm currently working on the tape. Supposed to drop it in August if we get clear. I'm gonna drop it in August, if not probably like November.
Right.
But I'm gonna bring a one feature that I got in here. I definitely got my boy C1K on there.
C1K, I don't think I heard of that.
He artist from New York City.
Word.
Yeah, another artist. He hard.
So is that your target audience going to New York City? Because you say you went out to New York City to shoot videos. You see
I'm be honest. It's like, I got management out there.
Right.
I got management out there inside the city. I fuck with the city.
How'd you go about that? Like, did they come to reach out to you, or did you reach out to them by networking and stuff like that?
It was like I don't know. It was like both type ways. Cause I was like, me and my boy. I was locked in from New York.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. These his peoples too. Like, we was just locked in, and I went out there to meet them, and we just caught a vibe and everything. Just chopped it up, shot a vid out there, and then we went off from there.
So for you, networking is big. Like, you able to network and like being like you're 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
People look at you as a kid. How do you go about conversating and make yourself like, all right, I'm a business? 'Cause at the end of the day, when you're an artist, you're a business. So you got to present yourself as a business. You got to talk to people. And I'm pretty sure there's millions of people that want them to get managed by them people too. How do you go about separating yourself or make yourself like, all right, I'm KGeo, blah, blah, this is what I do, this is what I, you feel me? Talk about that.
Honestly, I just humble myself and let my music speak for itself.
Right.
Honestly, that's all really.
Right.
It's just play my part and just sit back. It really
Right.
just mind my business. Don't put myself in no situations and nothing like that. Just honestly, just humble myself and let my music speak for itself.
Right.
That's all we there for. We ain't there to talk about nothing else but music.
Right. So, because I know you lied about music. You're 16. You're going to school, right? How's school for you? Like, you say you kind of to yourself and stuff like that. What's your favorite subject or something like that?
You know, I like math and gym.
Why you like math and gym?
You gotta know how to count. You gotta be able to count 6 figures.
Right. I would think as being a rapper, you would like English. You always hear rappers say, I like English because we get to write poems, you get to hear stories and stuff
I hate that. I ain't gonna lie, man. You gotta write mad essays in English and in my grade. Like, I don't like it. Nah.
You don't like it?
I don't like it. I like math and get it done quick. Learn how to count money. That's really gonna be a reliable source in life.
Right.
Everything else you really not gonna need.
Right.
Maybe
now,
just
you can't say you can't.
Maybe just English and math.
Yeah, English and math.
You ain't gonna go up to somebody and be like, you know who George Washington is. Like,
well, it's good to know your history and shit like that. To talk about certain shit. Cause I wasn't gonna lie, history was always my favorite thing. Cause like
history was my favorite too.
Cause it's like you had to talk about it's like open up the debate. I like debate sometimes. You feel me? Like this person could say this happened, but then this person could say this happened. Now it's up to you to compare and contrast for real, you feel me?
Right.
And that was always fun to me about history because you could compare. Like, the school might teach you to believe this, but I might have heard this from somebody else. But I could argue and go back and forth with you. But then again, it's history. You feel me? Only the person that was there really knows. So I always like history.
That's a fact. I used to like history too. I got these teachers. It's all about the teacher for me too.
Nah, that too.
That
too. Relationship with teachers like means a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So besides the music, what else you got going on in life, bro? What do you do?
Me. Honestly, I don't do much.
Like, you don't play the game?
Yeah, I be on the game. Be on 2K.
What games you play?
You know, 2K22.
So you nice at it?
Yeah.
You better than
I'm
me?
alright. We can find out. What's up?
Yeah, don't talk like that.
We can find out. We can find out who
So
better.
what you do? Cause I ain't gonna lie, I be watching you go live and sometimes and you be playing the game.
Yeah, I be on the game, chilling, smoke. Same thing a regular teenager, average teenager
Right.
do. I'm still, you feel me?
Alright, so you 16, and I keep saying that because that shit's so fire to me, bro. What age did you smoke your first blunt, bro? And tell about the story.
My first age, I ain't gonna lie. 14.
14, so like 2 years ago. Like, what made you smoke your first blunt, Tay John?
When you smoke my first blunt.
Yeah. Or talk about story time,
Like,
or how you
it's
even
just
told
like-
your parents.
How I went about it was like, everybody around me was smoking. Like,
Right.
it's just everybody, aunts, uncles, shit,
Right.
smoking around me and shit. But like, it was just lot of thinking. I got ADHD.
You got
Like,
ADHD?
I got ADHD for real. Like for real, I cannot stand still.
Right.
So having ADHD, nigga have to take medicine and shit, cool them down, and niggas be high as hell off that shit. Like what the fuck? That shit did not make me feel normal. I'm like, bro, I take medicine, bro. Might as well try this real quick. Smoke.
The best feeling ever.
Yeah, I'm like, shit, this shit feel better than, and I could eat.
Right.
I couldn't eat when I was off ADHD. Right. That ADHD shit.
But, so being that you was 14, you was probably one of the first young niggas smoking weed. Did you put all your friends on? Cause you know, that's around the age.
Me, I was never the type to hang with my age group. I always hang with older. Like
Older people?
Yeah, I always was around older heads. I was never like the kid to hang with kids in my age or younger than me. Like I was literally surrounded around my older cousins and.
So in school, you really
uncles.
Be on some like lonely shit, like on some loner shit for real.
Yeah, for real. I don't really talk to people. It's like, bro, niggas be fake and phony, bro. I don't go for it.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. You mentioned in one of your songs, I forgot what it was. It was like was something you said something about the pandemic. You said. Even if a girl is right, you still gonna do her wrong, bro. You feel me? Like, what's up with you with that? You feel me? You said like you can't trust nobody, but you doing the girl wrong.
But alright, on that, nigga is feelings type shit.
Right.
So really, on that lyric for right there, what I remember is that like, bro, even if she right for me, I'm still gonna do her wrong because like, it ain't no way I'm the only nigga she fucking with.
So you believe that? Like,
yeah, bro,
did a girl break your heart early, bro?
Shit.
It's alright if a girl broke your heart.
Yeah, something like that. Not really, but yeah, you could say that.
And what happened? Tell us what happened, bro. You don't know
No, we ain't gonna talk about that. Fuck that situation. Fuck that bitch. And yeah, we ain't gonna move on.
You gotta put this on to what happened, bro. Like, what grade? Alright, at least what grade was it, bro? Cause I ain't gonna lie. I broke my heart in second grade. I said... Ninth?
Yeah.
And, like, what happened a little bit? At least a little bit. You seen her with another nigga or something like that?
Boy, did that, nigga.
Oh, you called her or something like that?
No, boy, it's not even that.
She turned you heartless?
Type shit. Type shit.
I always hear you say you turn your heartless and shit like that. I'm just trying to see what's going on. Like, how you got your heart broken and you just turned 16, bro?
Yeah,
and girls dogging you already, bro?
That shit crazy. Rochester, bro. If you from Rochester, you know, bro, these hoes ain't shit, bro. Nah, for real, though.
So going forward, what you got planned, bro? What's your plans for the rest of 2022?
Honestly, I'm on the road to 100K. I need 100K. I had 10K on Instagram. That was one of my accomplishments and goals that I had for myself. But now, I had number 2 was to hit 100K and drop a tape.
And is there anybody you want to work with?
Yeah, there's a few artists I really want to work with.
Right.
Like from the city, I want to work with Perk, obviously from the city.
Perk?
Yeah,
Lil Perk?
Yeah, Lil Perk.
Oh, okay. He's from the city, from Rochester, he said.
That's from the city.
Oh,
city.
you talking about like the city of Rochester?
From my city, yeah.
Okay.
That's one. That's probably really one of the only artists in the city, but in Rochester. Outside of the city, I want to work with my boy G Money.
Oh, G Money?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to work with G Money. I gotta get some shit in with my boy J Esco. And yeah, and that's about it. Really.
Let me ask you this question right here. I'm gonna throw you on the spot, right?
Where?
There's not a lot of high school rappers, right? But who would you say is your top 5 high school top 5 rappers under 18?
J Esco. Pergo.
Pergo 19 or 18? Oh, Pergo's still 18, yeah.
YSN Flow.
YSN Flow. How old is YSN Flow?
I think YSN Flow like 18.
18? Okay.
Hell yeah, I think he's like, nah, but funny, my boy Tang too. He from the town.
Who?
My boy Tang, he from the town.
I never heard of him.
Gotta tune in, that nigga's nice, hard, he nice, bro. Tang, and honestly, I ain't really got nobody else in mind but myself.
Oh, wait, what you said? As you should. Yo, bro, okay, so, bro, this is a question I forgot to ask you, bro. And I was just going through Instagram. I'm gonna look at your catalog. How the hell did you get Shy Bills on the remix to your song?
So, how we came about that with. So, my boy Trapio, shout out to my brother. He plugged me and Shy Bills with each other. Like, he introduced each other to us when I first met Trapio. He introduced me to his boy Shy Bills. And we just listen to each other music and shit. And I'm like, nah, this nigga nice. And he said my shit was hard, and I had sent him that song. I was like, yo, gang, you fuck with this? He's like, nah, this shit tough. And I'm like, I should drop it. What's the word? And then he ended up sending me a verse back. He sent my verse. Yeah, he sent a verse back.
Right.
Because like we was been originally, we was really supposed to. It was supposed to be a video to that song.
Right.
But the engineer and
Messed
shit.
up.
Not really, but it's like, it's mad shit happen.
Right.
So when we went to go shoot the video and shit, we had to cancel. We ended up not making it and shit. So we like, damn, this was supposed to be originally a feature, no remix.
Right.
Went to the city, shot the video. I shot the video, Dolo, and I'm like, fuck.
See,
I still gotta drop it. He already sent his verse back.
Right, y'all still gonna do remix, or y'all still gonna shoot the video to remix anytime soon?
Yeah, definitely posting. I ain't gonna lie, we definitely gotta shoot a vid to that. Over time, we probably gonna end up cooking up some new shit, probably. Hell yeah.
And I see you work with a guy named Daily that was signed at PNB Rock, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, talk about that.
Daily, that's my dog, man. Shout out to Daily, man. Some fleet. Yeah, that was crazy right there. He showed mad love. I was introduced to him through Trapio too. He introduced me to him too. And we was on the game. We just be on the game. We be on the game, cooling, kicking it on the game, and then shit. And I ended up recording the song one day. I'm like, yo, I hear Flea on this. I hear this, man. I hear it, man. I hear him on this like OD because it was some fire shit.
Right.
I'm like, let me see if you fuck with the song. I sent it to him and then he was like, this is fire, gang. I'm like, word. And from there, we ended up locking in. He sent his verse back. He did his verse out where he from, sent it back, and I ended up dropping that.
You know what I noticed from every connection you said? Somebody that knew somebody that knew somebody. Talk about how important it is to know somebody, or right, to interact with people and shit like that. Because you might not know who might know somebody, bro. Talk about how important that is.
Always important. It's always important to like network. It's good. It's like that's very important. Networking is the main key to success in music. To be honest.
You feel like that's more important than money?
I don't go for money. I'm
just saying like.
I find money good.
Yeah,
definitely not like definitely paying for features is definitely it's mandatory.
Right.
It's mandatory. That's go to.
But
Like a lot of people.
What would you say is more important, like paying for a feature or networking with that artist?
Paying for a feature, to be honest.
For real?
Yeah, because it's like, bro, artists is about their money. You just want to get the song and do what you gotta do.
Right.
Like a lot of people about business.
Mm-hmm.
And so you do a song with an artist and shit. This shit you just get out the way.
Right.
I go for like the vibes. I like to see what people's vibes is.
Right.
And once the vibe good, eventually you're gonna end up building a relationship with that person. And if the vibe off, here go your payment.
Right.
You feel me?
Right. Nah, that's a fact. That's a good way to look at it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So you've been in the studio with a lot of people, and you probably recording New York City, you probably recording roster. What's some of the crazy studio moments that have happened, or like recording roster? How recording roster different from New York City?
The craziest studio I've been to was Penthouse, but the best studio like studio session I've been to, I wasn't recording.
What was going on? Why were you there? Then?
I was there with my manager, and I was shooting a vid that day, but I was there with my manager. I was there with my manager.
Uh-huh.
Yo, that vibe was crazy.
What happened? Let us know. Cause you just saying it like we guessed it right now.
I'm just saying, like it was number good vibes.
Who was there?
I was down there. Well, I wasn't down there with that. I ended up linking with Perk down there.
Oh, Lil Perk.
Yeah, I was down there with him and shit, and we linked. And I had my manager took me to the studio and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Linked with him and his brother.
Mm-hmm.
We linked with my manager brother and shit, and like. It was just nothing but good vibes being surrounded by niggas I be on the game with and like just cooling. Now I'm with them in person, so it was like I already knew them.
Who was that?
Shit.
It was Lil Perk. Who else?
It Perkle, Fat Ricky.
Mm-hmm. That's the nigga at Beat on Management.
Where
yeah.
It was a couple other people there.
Right.
It was Blanco, and then my manager Belly was there.
Right.
And then me, my cameraman, my son Sean, Trapio, and. Yeah, a couple more people.
You say it was good vibes, but you got to know a lot of your fans don't know what a studio, like a bad vibe is in the studio.
It was like everybody.
What's a good vibe in the studio?
Good vibe is like it's nothing but good. Like everybody dancing, having a good time, smoking, chilling. Like you feel me? We was just chilling, laid back. Everybody was cooling.
Right.
You feel me?
Nah, that's a fact. You like recording in Rochester more, or do you like recording in New York City?
I like recording in the city more because, to be honest, being out of Rochester and being in the city, it brings you a different vibe, bro.
Wait, what type of vibe? Like, cause I know
I recorded 4 songs in 3 hours in New York City.
In New York City?
Yes.
What's the vibe like out there in the Penthouse?
It's like, bro, it's a big old booth, and it's like surrounded by people that's like that you feel me? Like it's just different people, different vibes. Like they don't know you, and you just showing them your talent. And it's like it's crazy.
Right.
Feel me? Like the way they react and how they show love is a whole different vibe down there. Like They energized. I like it. You feel me? They got no filter, bro. They self. They don't act like nobody they not.
Right. So being that you recording Rasta and you recording this, where else have you recorded at? Nowhere else. So when you be going all the time, have you done any shows yet out there?
Nah.
You ain't doing no shows. You know what you gotta do, bro? I feel like not just you, Coco. It's like who else is a young kid rapper right now in the town?
Yeah, me and Coco got a big lock in with another one, bro. Redo Coco. What's up with you, bro?
E3. I'm trying to think who else are the kid rappers. A couple YN Frosty, stuff like that. I feel like what y'all should do is, bro, is get somebody from every high school, bro. You know, everybody about to be graduating soon. Do a performing party at every graduation party. That's how y'all build y'all little fan base right there. As you get the 100K.
I did some shows at the city.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I did a couple parties, but not me. Shows is outside of town. Parties, that's parties. That's not really shows.
But even performing, that's still a show.
Little event, film, yeah.
Yeah, that's still a show if you think about it. But I feel like y'all should all do that. Like put it together like a little tour. Every person that's graduating high school, y'all go do it. It don't even gotta be Rasta. It could be Buffalo Kids or something. For all that matters.
I was going to a show out in New York City. I was supposed to do a show at Flight Club Studios.
I think I heard of that. That's the shoe store.
Yeah,
that's fire.
I was supposed to do some shit there, but my manager we denied that, bro.
Right. Nah, but again, we about to wrap it up. Shout out BestsPointOfViewTV.
Man, shout out POV, man. Y'all stay tuned, man, for real.
And we out.
Check it. Trials and tribulations, I'm just trying to live my life, hoping to make the right decisions, cause I wanna live it right. I remember nights, no sleep, feeling weaker than 7 days. Now I'm using my clever ways to make sure my songs getting played. But these niggas doubt me, they think I'm not gonna make it. But soon I'm gonna be rich and happy, that girl getting naked. I promise you I'm the best, supreme Nakshi. I'm on the rise, smoking dope and I'm getting high. Spirit, she floating to the sky. I wonder, is they gon' think I'm a joke because